Only one moment remains. My beloved child, and I am drawing near to you once more to call you back into awareness. Do not quickly scroll past this call as you have many times before, allowing the noise of life to pull you away. I do not speak to you with blame, but with the love of a father who has seen your weariness, who has seen the many times you ignored small signs because you were afraid to hope and then be disappointed again. This time, I want you to truly stop. An unexpected movement is drawing near to your life, especially in the place where you have worried the most: provision, stability, and the things you need in order to move forward without being suffocated by fear of tomorrow. If you close your heart right now, you may fail to recognize my hand as I place a new door before you. I have not brought this word to you by accident. Nothing in this moment is meaningless. There is a reason you have encountered these words at the very time your heart needs to be reminded that I am still speaking, still guiding, still whispering through the layers of chaos around you. You do not need to understand everything all at once. You only need to recognize my voice, the voice of the one who does not pressure you through fear, but calls you with gentleness, the voice of the one who does not abandon you in delay, but uses even delay to prepare you for something better, the voice of the one who has stirred you gently within many times. Yet you allowed doubt, busyness, weariness, and old worries to cover it over. Today, I am calling you closer so that you will no longer keep walking past the signals of grace. My child, I know why you once hesitated. You hoped many times, and you were hurt many times. You once believed a door would open, but before your eyes, there was only silence. You once prayed for help, for a turning, for a way out. Yet the days continued to pass with the same old burdens. So you learned to protect yourself by expecting less, believing less in the unexpected, and opening your heart less to good promises. But I say to you that your caution must not become a prison. Old disappointments must not bury your ability to recognize the new thing. I am healing the place in you that once became afraid to hope, so that when the blessing draws near, you will not turn your face away thinking it is not meant for you. What is about to happen is not chaos, but an arrangement. I am working in things you have not yet seen, moving away the obstacles that quietly held you back, and opening pathways you did not know existed before. This shift may come through an unexpected opportunity, a timely message, someone I stir to help you, a new idea lighting up in your mind, a clean financial door, or a wise decision that changes your direction. Do not limit me to the way you imagine. I can use something small as the key to a great season. I can use an ordinary moment to begin a deep restoration. When I act, what was once delayed will begin to move according to my rhythm. I have seen every tear you shed when no one witnessed it. I have heard the choked cries within your heart, the prayers broken by exhaustion, the questions you never dared speak to anyone because you feared being seen as weak. I know the pains you carry in silence, the burdens you try to hide behind a normal appearance, the times you told yourself to be strong a little longer, even though inside you were almost completely drained. None of this has been overlooked by me. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not someone standing outside my care. Even in the nights when you thought only darkness surrounded you, I was still there, near to you, holding you, and quietly preparing what you did not yet have the strength to see. Now I am stepping in to protect you, to deliver you from the hidden chains that have kept you in anxiety, and to bring justice in a way that surpasses your understanding. There are things you endured that others do not know. There are losses you cannot explain, delays that wounded your heart, and closed doors that made you wonder what you had done wrong. But I say that what has been hidden will not remain in darkness forever. What needs to be corrected will be touched by me. What needs to be restored will be placed by me into proper order. What has made you afraid will not have the right to rule your heart forever. Yet, beloved child, understand that receiving a miracle is not only waiting for something outward to happen. Receiving also means opening your heart for me to repair what is inside you. I want to remove from you the habit of living defensively, the habit of thinking you must handle everything alone, the habit of allowing fear to decide how you look at the future. I want to teach you to trust while still being wise, to hope while still being watchful, to open your heart while still discerning. When I send provision, I will also give you clarity to steward it. When I open a new door, I will also help you recognize which step is upright. When I bring you into a better season, I will also shape your heart so the blessing does not draw you away from me, but brings you closer to me. Do not let every opportunity to hear my voice pass by in distraction. I do not say this to make you feel guilty, but so you may understand that attention is a sacred gift. When you stop to listen, you open the door for peace to enter. When you lay down haste, you allow light to reveal what has been covered. When you choose to believe once more, even with only a small faith, you allow me to touch the place that doubt once dried out. There are things I want to send to you, but you need enough stillness to recognize them. There are people I bring to you, but you need enough discernment to distinguish them. There are doors I open, but you need enough courage to enter without dragging the chains of the past with you. The atmosphere around you is being stirred by me with new life. Things that seemed still are being shaken. The delays that once discouraged you are gradually losing their power. The voices that said you were unworthy, not strong enough, and out of chances are having to step back before the word I have spoken over your life. My messengers have been placed in the right positions to guard what I am preparing. But you must also keep your heart in the right position, near me, soft before me. Awaken me. Do not let fear speak louder than the promise. Do not let doubt cause you to leave the place where I am calling you. Do not let one moment of distraction make you miss what I am gently placing into your hands. My child, sacred timing does not always come with thunder. Sometimes it comes through a reminder that makes your heart tremble softly. Sometimes it comes through unexpected peace in the middle of unchanged circumstances. Sometimes it comes through a feeling that you need to pause, pray, reflect, and walk more slowly with me. Honor those moments. Let them lead you back into trust. I do not leave unfinished the good thing I began in you. I was with you through the days when you cried in silence. And I will also be with you when the new door begins to open. Stay with me, beloved child. Listen. Believe that the unexpected thing that is coming is not meant to confuse you. but to remind you that your Father still sees, still hears, still loves, and can still turn what seemed impossible into a path filled with light for you to walk. I have set apart something special for you, something marked with your name, but it is wrapped in obedience, trust, and the willingness to follow me even when you cannot yet see the whole road ahead. Beloved child, there are gifts that are not received only with open hands, but also with a heart that knows how to remain in the right position, knows how to hear my voice, knows not to run after fear, and knows not to turn away at the very moment the door is about to open. When you walk in obedience, miracles will no longer be something you chase in exhaustion. They will follow you like a river flowing through dry land, softening the places that were once cracked, bringing back to life the seeds that once seemed dead beneath the soil. I am the source of all provision. I am the one who heals the wounds you do not know how to name. I am the one who breaks painful cycles that have passed through many generations. I am the light in the dark places where you once thought no one could enter with you. I have been patient with you in the seasons when you hesitated, in the times when you heard my voice but were still afraid, in the moments when you knew what was right but your heart still held onto what was familiar. I do not blame you the way you often blame yourself. I know the wounds that made you cautious. I know the old disappointments that made it hard for you to believe in a new beginning. I know you stood at the threshold many times and stepped back because you were afraid of being hurt again. But this time, you must not turn away. Not because I want to force you, but because I know what is opening before you is so precious that you cannot let old fear steal it. The next door is drawing nearer than you think, and I am calling you to awaken. Stand firm, keep your heart pure, and move forward in peace. Some of the attacks you have recently faced were not accidental. The sudden chaos, the days when your heart grew heavy for no clear reason, the thoughts that confused you, the pressures that came all at once and made you wonder why everything suddenly became harder, none of it is meaningless. The enemy recognizes a change of season before you see it with your eyes. It knows that something I have arranged is drawing near. So it tries to sow weariness, confusion, and fear so that you will leave your position. It wants you to react in haste. Speak words you will regret. Make decisions out of exhaustion. Or leave the place where I told you to stand still. But I am exposing that strategy. The heaviness you feel is not evidence that you have failed many times. It is a sign that your breakthrough is closer than ever before. The enemy often attacks most fiercely when something sacred is about to be given. But do not be afraid, because the attack is not greater than my protection. What I am giving you is on its way, but you must remain with me in order to receive it. Do not run from my presence just because you are tired. Do not isolate yourself in worry just because you do not yet understand everything that is happening. Do not let outside voices cause you to lose the inner call. This is not just an ordinary season. This is the threshold of restoration. I am bringing you near to the place where what was lost will be called back. Wounded places will be healed. Delayed dreams will be lit again. And years that seemed to pass in vain will be given new meaning by me. I will restore the time you thought you had lost. I will not simply return it to you in the exact same form, but with wisdom, depth, and peace that you could not have had without walking through that journey. I will mend relationships you thought could not be saved, but I will do it in a clean way, at the right time, and in the right order. There are people I will bring back with true humility. There are people I will help you forgive without requiring you to reopen the same door. There are things I will heal inside you before outward circumstances change. Because I do not want you to have only a new result while still carrying an old heart full of fear. I will restore your peace, your joy, your purpose, and even your ability to believe that your life still has beautiful chapters yet to be written. Do not ignore what I am sending into your life right now. Do not dismiss my voice just because it comes more gently than you expected. Many times, I do not come with an echo that makes everyone pay attention, but with a deep confirmation in the heart, with a timely reminder, with a peace that suddenly appears in the middle of confusion, with a small door opening when you have almost stopped hoping. I am not speaking to you as to a nameless crowd. I am speaking directly to you with love, with urgency, and with the care of a father who knows exactly what you have been through. I know which part of you is weary. I know which part of you is still afraid to believe again. I know which part of you is waiting for a sign that I am still here. And I say to you, I am still here, closer than your breath, gentler than your fear, stronger than your storm. You have passed through many storms. Some storms you could not even explain to anyone. There were days when everything outwardly seemed normal, yet inside you were battling great waves. There were seasons that seemed ready to swallow you whole, causing you to lose direction, lose laughter, and lose the lightness you once knew. But I carried you, even when you could not feel me. I bore you through paths where, by your own strength alone, you could not have continued. I was beside you even in the moments when you doubted, when you wondered whether I truly heard, whether I still saw you, whether your cry reached the heights. I do not leave you just because you are weak. I do not let go of your hand just because you have questions. I am your Father, and my love is not fragile like human hearts. In the long, silent nights, when even breathing hurt, I was there. When you looked into the darkness and did not know whether dawn would come, I was guarding you. When you had no prayer left except a sigh, I still understood. Now the purpose behind those storms is about to be revealed. What you endured was not meant to bury you, but to become the strength I used to lift you up. That pain will no longer be only a memory that makes you shrink back. It will become evidence that you were preserved, refined, and prepared. What once made you think you would break will become the place where I place light, so others may look and know that I still restore those who thought they were too weary to rise again. Something is shifting around you, and you can sense it even now. Your mind may not fully understand it yet, but the deep place within you recognizes that movement. It is me. It is my hand at work. It is my presence confirming that this time you do not need to turn back in fear. You will not fail the way fear once warned you. You will not lose just because the past once wounded you. You will not be abandoned in the new chapter I am opening. I am rewriting the story the enemy once wanted to use to break you. I am turning tear-filled pages into testimony, hidden battles into public strength, and delayed seasons into precious preparation. So stay with me. Trust me one more time. Keep your eyes fixed on peace, not on chaos. Let your heart remain steady in obedience, because what I have set apart for you has not been lost, forgotten, or mistakenly given to someone else. It is coming in the right season, at the right time, in the right way. You do not need to understand every detail in order to follow me. You only need to know that I am your Father. I love you, I preserve you, and I am bringing you through the threshold of restoration. What was once used to make you collapse will not have the final voice. The final word belongs to me, and I say that you will rise. You will continue. You will receive, and you will see all things made new in the light of my love. Stay with me, because you are much closer to what I promised than what you can see right now. Beloved child, I know how tired you have been. I know there are days when you only want to be silent, when you do not want to explain. I do not want to try anymore. I do not want to hear one more word of encouragement, because inside you are too exhausted. I know there are times when you look around and wonder whether you are on the wrong path, whether all this waiting means anything, whether your prayers are truly being heard. I have seen you near the place of giving up, where you no longer had many words, only a heavy breath and a small hope trying to remain in your heart. But I say to you that you are not finished. You have not been left behind. You have not wandered outside my hand. You are closer than you think. What comes next may happen unexpectedly, faster than the rhythm you are used to, and differently from the way you once imagined. But do not be afraid. That suddenness does not come to harm you, but to open a sacred time I have prepared long ago. There are answers I kept until the right season, and when they appear, you will realize they were not late. They were simply held in my wisdom until your heart was steady enough, your eyes clear enough, and your steps mature enough to enter without losing peace. What is coming may exceed your expectations, but it is not unfamiliar to me. It is the answer to prayers you once lifted up and then forgot, the response to sighs you thought had dissolved into silence, the confirmation that not one honest cry of yours has fallen from my attention. I will astonish you with my goodness, not through a display that overwhelms you, but through the gentle precision of love. I know how to send you the right person, the right word, the right door, the right opportunity, and the right comfort at the exact moment you need it. I will surprise you with my mercy, because even in the places where you think you have ruined things, I can still enter and restore, even the things you thought were too late. I can place back into the right time, even the parts of you that became used to not expecting good things. I can awaken hope again with a gentle but powerful touch. Then you will understand that I did not only hear your requests, I also understood the secret desires you did not dare call by name. I will cover you with a peace that surpasses human explanation. That peace does not mean every question is answered immediately, but it is a deep stillness that comes when you know you are being held in the Father's hands. It will come while circumstances have not yet completely changed, yet your heart begins to stop trembling. It will come when you look at unfinished things and can still breathe out gently, because you know I am still working. It will come like a warm garment covering the places that grew cold from disappointment, like soft light falling on dark corners that have gone untouched for too long. you will know it is me. Because the peace I give does not force you to run, does not make you panic, and does not push you into rushed decisions. It draws you near, slows you down, and reminds you that everything in my hands has its appointed time. Perhaps you feel unworthy, but I do not see you the way you see yourself on weekdays. You often look at yourself through mistakes, old choices, hesitations, and the things you wish you had done differently. You may see your shortcomings and think they make you no longer good enough to be fully loved. But I see deeper than that. I see the child I created in love. I see your heart, though wounded, still longing for what is true. I see how much you have endured without telling anyone the whole story. I see the times you chose silence, not because you did not hurt, but because you did not want everything to break further. I see the days when you had to be strong, while you yourself needed to be held. And I am proud of the journey you have walked. I know it is hard to keep believing when everything before you still has so many broken pieces. I know it is hard to say that you trust me when the door has not yet opened, when the answer is still unclear, when what you prayed for still seems very far away. I do not take that difficulty lightly. I do not blame you for being tired. I do not turn away when you speak to me with tears instead of words. But I want you to know that your waiting will not be wasted. The days when you thought you were only enduring were also days when I was building a foundation. The seasons you thought were delays were the places where I deepened your roots. The silences you once feared were places where I prepared something more enduring than temporary emotion. Do not overlook me this time. Beloved child, do not let familiarity with pain keep you from recognizing when I draw near in tenderness. Do not let old disappointments make you close your heart to a new sign. You asked me for confirmation. You asked me to let you know whether you were still seen, still guided, still within my plan. And this is one of the times I am touching you, not with thunder that frightens you, but with a reminder that reaches directly into the place where you need to be upheld. This is me calling you once again. This is me placing my hand on your shoulder and saying that you do not have to continue on your own. This is me drawing you out of the feeling of being forgotten and bringing you back into the awareness that you have always belonged to me. I will continue touching you until you realize that you have never been alone. Not even for 1 second. Even in seasons when you thought everyone had left, I was still there. Even when you sat in silence and did not know how to pray, I still understood. Even when you were lost in your own thoughts, I still knew the way to lead you back to peace. You are mine. No disappointment can change that. No mistake can erase the love I placed upon you. No dark season can claim ownership of your life from my hand. You are chosen, not because you have never been weak, but because I placed love and purpose upon you before you fully understood yourself. Right now, you are being surrounded by grace from heaven. I am commanding the protection of heaven to surround you. Guard your steps. Watch over your mind. Cover your home, and strengthen your heart in the days ahead. You do not need to tremble before what is unknown, because I have already gone before you. You do not need to strain to protect everything by yourself, because I am your refuge. Stay close to me. Breathe slowly. Let your heart soften in my presence. What is coming will remind you that every prayer is heard, every tear is seen, and every season of waiting has meaning. And when you cross the new threshold, you will know that I led you step by step, preserved you day by day, and loved you without ceasing, even in the moments when you thought you had been forgotten. Let every weapon formed against you be dismantled, every trap laid along your path be shattered, and every fear within you melt before my holy presence. Beloved child, let your heart remember who I am. I am your God, the one who holds the beginning and the end, the Father who does not abandon you halfway, the one who does not fail in what I have promised. I have never turned my face away from you, never ignored your sigh, never treated lightly the days you had to force yourself to keep going. Your life is still within my divine plan, and what I have begun in you, I will complete with my power, wisdom, and mercy. No promise I have placed upon you becomes void simply because time has stretched long or because the battle has become fierce. What I need from you right now is for you to become still long enough to recognize what I am sending. Do not rush after the noise. Do not ignore the small signs. Do not let weariness cause you to skim past what may be the key to your breakthrough. What is coming will help you understand why the waiting once felt so long, why you had to pass through seasons of testing that seemed beyond your strength, and why there were doors that did not open until this very time. I never delay in order to hurt you. I only preserve what is precious for the right season. When your heart is steady enough, your steps firm enough, and your inner being ready enough to carry something greater. Beloved child, understand this with your whole heart. I do not act by accident. Every shift I make has purpose, and your life is being covered in a purpose that darkness cannot reverse. That is why distractions tried to pull you away from my call. That is why fear tried to make you doubt. Weariness tried to make you let go. And outside voices tried to make you forget what I was whispering within. But I want you to know that heaven is still open over you. Your name has not been forgotten before me. The tears you shed have not been useless. The prayers you offered in secret have not been ignored. The hidden pain no one saw, I am answering even now. When others pushed you aside, I was still counting each day until your moment of turning. And that moment is drawing near, faster than you think, more unexpectedly than you imagine. Your eyes may not see everything yet, but within you, you will recognize the movement. There will be a moment when you must stop in awe and say that only I could have done this. That is what I am preparing to release to you, not something small, not something half-finished, not something temporary, but a divine fullness that goes beyond human explanation. Therefore, do not let hesitation cause you to miss what I am bringing. Do not let old wounds make you afraid to step into the new season. Stand still in faith. Open your heart in humility, and keep your ear closer to my voice than to any other voice. I am leading you to a holy turning point. What once stood against you will not have the final word. What I speak is the final word. And when I open this, you will know that I was with you every second, quietly protecting, quietly preparing, and quietly bringing you to the appointed place of restoration.